Think you know everything about your morning cup of coffee? Think again. One cup, just one, can trigger shocking effects on your liver and entire body. Whether you're a coffee lover or just an occasional sipper, what you're about to learn will blow your mind. Stay tuned, because what happens next will change the way you think about your daily brew forever. This is a must-watch for anyone who drinks coffee. Nutritional profile of one cup of coffee. Before diving into its effects, let's understand what you're consuming in a standard cup of black coffee: 8 ounces or 240 milliliters, calories, 2, protein, 0.3 grams, fat, 0 grams, carbohydrates, 0 grams, sugar, 0 grams, caffeine, 95 milligrams, on average, vitamins and minerals, riboflavin, vitamin B2 11% of the RDI, pantothenic acid, vitamin B5 6% of the RDI, manganese, 3% of the RDI, potassium, 3% of the RDI, magnesium, 2% of the RDI, niacin, vitamin B3 2%. Of the RDI, coffee is rich in bioactive compounds, including polyphenol and antioxidants, which contribute to its health benefits. The primary active ingredient, caffeine, plays a significant role in its physiological effects. Composition of coffee. Coffee is a complex mixture of over 1,000 bioactive compounds. The major components include caffeine, a natural stimulant that affects the central nervous system; chlorogenic acids, a group of polyphenol with antioxidant properties; diterpenes, caffeine and coeal, compounds with potential anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects; melanoidins, formed during the roasting process. These compounds contribute to coffee's color and antioxidant activity; lipids, found in the coffee oil fraction, though present in small amounts in filtered coffee. Carbohydrates, mainly polysaccharides that contribute to the beverage's body and mouth feel; proteins and amino acids, minor components that influence the flavor and aroma. Effects of one cup of coffee on the liver. Liver enzyme regulation. Drinking coffee has been associated with lower levels of liver enzymes in the blood. Elevated liver enzymes often indicate liver damage or inflammation. Studies suggest that coffee consumption can reduce the levels of alanine aminotransferase, ALT, aspartate aminotransferase, AST, and gamma-glutamyl transferase, GGT, markers commonly used to assess liver function. A study published in Hepatology found that individuals who drank at least 1 cup of coffee per day had a significantly lower risk of elevated liver enzymes compared to non-coffee drinkers. Protection against liver diseases. Regular coffee consumption is linked to a reduced risk of chronic liver diseases, including liver fibrosis, cirrhosis, and hepatocellular carcinoma, HCC, a type of liver cancer. The antioxidant properties of coffee, primarily due to chlorogenic acids, help combat oxidative stress, a major factor in liver disease progression. The World Journal of Hepatology, 2017, reviewed multiple studies and concluded that coffee consumption was associated with a reduced risk of liver cirrhosis by up to 44%. Impact on non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, NAFLD. Non-alcoholic fatty liver disease is a common condition characterized by excessive fat accumulation in the liver. Coffee intake has been shown to have a protective effect against NAFLD, possibly due to its ability to improve insulin sensitivity and reduce inflammation. A meta-analysis in the Journal of Gastroenterology and Hepatology, 2022, reported that coffee drinkers had a significantly lower risk of developing NAFLD. Hepatoprotective effects. The diterpenes, caffeine, and coeal, present in coffee, exhibit anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. These compounds can protect liver cells from damage and reduce the risk of liver fibrosis by inhibiting the activation of hepatic stellate cells, which play a critical role in fibrosis development. A study in Food and Chemical Toxicology, 2021, demonstrated that caffeine and coeal could inhibit liver fibrosis in animal models. Effects of 1 cup of coffee on other body systems. Central nervous system. Caffeine, the most notable component of coffee, stimulates the central nervous system by blocking adenosine receptors, which promote relaxation and sleepiness. This leads to increased alertness, improved concentration, and enhanced cognitive performance. A study in Psychopharmacology, 2020, found that caffeine improved reaction time, memory, and mood in participants after consuming a standard cup of coffee. Cardiovascular system. The impact of coffee on the cardiovascular system is complex. Moderate coffee consumption is generally associated with a reduced risk of heart disease and stroke. However, excessive intake can lead to increased heart rate and blood pressure, especially in sensitive individuals. A large-scale study published in Circulation, 2021, concluded that moderate coffee consumption, 3 to 5 cups per day, was linked to a reduced risk of cardiovascular mortality. Metabolic effects. Coffee has been shown to improve metabolism and aid in weight management. Caffeine increases metabolic rate and fat oxidation, helping the body burn calories more efficiently. Additionally, coffee consumption is linked to a lower risk of type 2 diabetes due to its ability to enhance insulin sensitivity. A review in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, 2014, highlighted that caffeine can increase metabolic rate by 3 to 11%, contributing to weight management. Digestive system. Coffee stimulates the production of stomach acid, which can aid in digestion. However, excessive consumption might lead to acid reflux or gastritis in sensitive individuals. Research in the Alimentary Pharmacology Therapeutics, 2019, found that coffee stimulates gastric acid secretion, which can help with digestion but may also exacerbate symptoms of gastroesophageal reflux disease, GERD. Potential risks and considerations. Caffeine sensitivity. While most people tolerate moderate caffeine intake well, some individuals are more sensitive to its effects. Symptoms of caffeine sensitivity include jitteriness, anxiety, insomnia, and rapid heart rate. A study in Clinical Pharmacology Therapeutics, 2017, noted that genetic variations influence how individuals metabolize caffeine, affecting their sensitivity to its effects. Bone health. Excessive coffee consumption may interfere with calcium absorption, potentially impacting bone health. However, moderate intake is generally not associated with significant adverse effects on bone density. Research in Osteoporosis International, 2019, found that high coffee consumption, more than 4 cups per day, was associated with a slight reduction in bone density in older adults. Sleep disturbances. Caffeine can interfere with sleep patterns, especially if consumed later in the day. It is recommended to avoid coffee in the late afternoon or evening to prevent sleep disturbances. A study in the Journal of Clinical Sleep Medicine, 2021, found that caffeine consumption even 6 hours before bedtime can significantly disrupt sleep. How to use coffee for maximum benefits. To enjoy the benefits of coffee while minimizing potential risks, it's important to consume it mindfully. Here are some practical tips on how to incorporate coffee into your daily routine effectively. Moderate your intake. Recommended daily limit. For most adults, consuming up to 400 milligrams of caffeine per day, about 3 to 4 cups of brewed coffee, is considered safe. Exceeding this limit may increase the risk of adverse effects, such as anxiety, digestive issues, and sleep disturbances. Personal sensitivity. Pay attention to your body's response to caffeine. Some people metabolize caffeine slower and may experience jitters or insomnia even with small amounts. Choose quality coffee. Opt for organic. Organic coffee beans are grown without synthetic pesticides or fertilizers, reducing your exposure to harmful chemicals. Freshly ground beans. Grinding coffee beans just before brewing ensures maximum flavor and antioxidant content. Pre-ground coffee can lose its freshness and health benefits over time. Avoid added sugars. Many specialty coffee drinks are loaded with sugar and unhealthy fats. Stick to plain black coffee or add minimal amounts of natural sweeteners like honey or stevia. Mind the timing. Morning boost. The best time to drink coffee is in the morning when your body naturally needs a wake-up boost. Consuming coffee too late in the day can interfere with your sleep cycle. Post-meal. Drinking coffee after a meal can aid digestion and help prevent post-meal drowsiness. However, be cautious if you have acid reflux, as coffee may exacerbate symptoms. Consider brewing methods. Filtered coffee. Using paper filters can reduce the levels of cafestol and coeal, compounds that may raise cholesterol levels. Cold brew. Cold brew coffee is less acidic than regular coffee, making it a better option for those with sensitive stomachs. Espresso. Espresso contains more caffeine per ounce than regular coffee but is typically consumed